We are back. We're running a little bit ahead of ourselves, a little early, so I went and grabbed Steve from Main Street America Group. Really appreciate you coming over and doing this with me.
It's great to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Good. You folks are in the, your exhibitors and your sponsors, and we appreciate your presence here, and we're happy to have you.
Well, we're glad to be here. Big supporters of you guys. And
good.
We do what we can.
Good. We're happy. It's it's with the sponsorships that it helps us to grow the event. It helps us to keep this a premier event. It helps us to keep the registration fees low, and that's the agents appreciate that too.
Well, I run the New England region for our company, and I get to see. I go to a lot of conventions, not just in New England but elsewhere, and I can tell you that this state organization is does put on the best convention of any of the New England states by far, and most of the others. The communication, the things that you offer educationally, a lot of that stuff is really second to none. It's quite a job you guys do here.
Well, thank you very much.
Unsolicited.
And that was unsolicited. So I will blush a little bit, but thank you very much. We try really hard to do a premier event, to be a premier event, and to grow every year.
Yeah.
So one of the things I did want to talk about, and I did write it down, is that you guys are sponsors of our 5-star agency designation information session, which Heather Kramer is going to be going through.
Right.
And 5-star exists to really help agents promote, to really tighten up their agency culture, to tighten up their customer service, to improve, and make a premier independent agency. And you guys are so forward about your support of independent agents. Do you want to talk about that? I mean, it just seems like a perfect fit.
We've been a big supporter of that, and it's at a critical time for the independent agency system that we be able to foster whatever and promote agencies going out and doing what they can for themselves to improve what they do in the eyes of their customers. The 5-star designation is a great way to do that, and Massachusetts in particular has led kind of a sheltered life, quite frankly, about how to service customers, and the reason for that is obviously everybody had the same product, the same rate, et cetera,
as far as
auto insurance goes. And so there wasn't a lot of differentiation when you went agency to agency, and those that really got good and were successful at it were able to distinguish themselves. And I remember a couple of years ago when we first came out with the managed competition, that one of the things that I know that I talked about when I went around and spoke to agents is let's not be so focused on what the rate's going to be right now. You need to focus on how you're going to differentiate yourselves from everybody else that's out there, because that's going to be absolutely critical. And I think that's proven itself out over the last couple of years. If you look at the really successful agencies in Massachusetts as it comes to personal lines, they've been able to really step ahead of where others are at from a service standpoint and from the ability to explain coverage differentiations, because those things weren't there before. So they invested in training for their staff. The CSRs understand the products that all the companies offer that they're with. And we need to, you guys have been a big promoter on the advertising end of things, and the billboard campaign, agent awareness. Yep. Again, one of the things that this organization does that very few others do out there. Rhode Island's very successful at it, and they've been part of the Big Eyes Trusted Choice campaign.
Yep.
But you guys do your own thing here in Massachusetts, and you do it very successfully. And so with that, when the independent agencies in this state control over about 2/3 of the market as far as that goes, whereas that's diametrically opposite in the rest of the country. They only have about 1/3. So the opportunity's there to hold on to this. It's so ingrained in the system, but in order to hold on to it, the geckos out there and the cavemen and all the others that are out there, independent agents need to take the time to really upgrade their staff and the 5-star designation allows them to do that.
It does, and I'm part of that review team that goes out and does the reviews with people, and we are looking forward to actually maybe hopefully getting a few new 5-stars on board, getting some more interest in the program and revitalizing interest in it. There's about 30 agents who are 5-star now, and we would like that. We would like to see that grow. We would like to see that grow a little bit.
It's really critical at this time, because at no juncture in recent history has there been a time where if the independent agent is going to make a stand and going to really differentiate themselves from the direct writers and the commoditizers in the personal lines marketplace. It's got to be now. If it isn't done now, there is a substantial amount to lose as a result.
What are you talking about with people as people stop by and chat with you today in your booth? Any new things going on? What are you looking forward to in 2011?
Well, we're kind of touting a lot of stuff that we introduced in the past year. In this past year, specifically in the commercial realm, we've introduced a new BOP product, which has been just a tremendous hit for us. We're up about 68% in Massachusetts alone with this new BOP product. It deals with restaurants and condos and light manufacturing, some of those classes, and it's been a big hit for us, and the automation that goes with it has been a very big positive. So we're really talking about that. We're talking about our continued growth in this state. We've been here for over 80 years. So, we didn't jump out when things got tough in the personal lines arena. We've been doing business here a long time. We continue to do business, and we're growing quite nicely. We're up over 5.5% here in Massachusetts. So we have a really good story to tell as far as what's going on in the state, and our new business is up over 50%. So when you start to bring all those things in play, we have a really good story, and we love to be able to tell that. So I don't do most of that talking. We have our marketing folks that are over there that do that kind of stuff, but and they do it a lot better than I do. But suffice to say, we've got a lot of there. And as you look forward, we'll be looking to do some real time in homeowners and some other things automation-wise, but that's a little bit down the road for us now.
Good. Well, it wouldn't be a trade show without, either your booth giveaways, your raffle prizes, your fun stuff. So, what's at your table today?
Well, we have these chocolate truffles that everybody walking by grabs a handful of those. But those are free for anybody to grab. But we also have a Kindle, which is
your e-reader.
I was on an airplane last night at 12 o'clock, and there's people sitting there with these things. They're reading their books and whatnot. So that's been a very popular thing. We've got a lot of people that are looking for that, and along with a big gift basket and some other things that we've got over there. So a lot of other trinkets and giveaways. But when there's bars around and there's cookies being baked out here, it's just it's a really festive atmosphere. It's a fun place.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It is. Well, we are looking forward to seeing a very large attendance tomorrow. There's over 900 CSRs registered to come in tomorrow. So come on in and get into this trade show because it's a good time.
And very valuable. I just talked to a couple agents out here who've come here every year and have been around a long time, and they're very successful. And they've all said, I keep coming back because I never stop learning something new, or I meet somebody that does something here. I do things and I meet people, and a couple of them we ended up appointing last year that they had never really dealt with us, and we talked to them. So they had new appointments, they had new carriers that they could work with. So there's just a little bit of everything for folks out there, and you really want to take advantage of it.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much.
Very welcome.
I appreciate it so much.
Good luck with all this stuff.
Thank you. We're doing good, and we're happy to have you. And have a great show.
Thank you.
Great.
All right.